Hello, this is a Leshark and Friends
And Russell.
and Russell podcast. And on today's show, we're talking to private freelance chef Queenie. From hunting squirrels in Northern Thailand, being on MasterChef Australia, working at the first Michelin star restaurant in Phuket, to now working on some of the best super yachts in Asia, Queenie tells us about her journey to Phuket and why she couldn't be on the podcast last week. A couple of good reasons, to be fair. Beautiful, can cook, party like the best of them. Queenie is Amazballs. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
Hello.
You're good. See, people don't often do
Yeah.
that.
Most people are like, hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Queenie,
Hi, Jay.
how are you?
I'm good, darling. How about you?
I'm good. You've not met Russell before then?
No, I actually have heard of Russell a lot.
You've heard of him?
Yeah, like.
Tell us a story.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay,
I'll step outside.
I'm gonna be honest. People said the hottest dog trainer in Phuket. No joke.
Excellent.
Really?
No joke. Yeah.
I mean,
it's only
I'm
one,
also
right?
the only one, but you know.
Must be the only one. No, but you do. You
I
do.
hate it when Russell gets compliments.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well,
That winds
but
you
you
up,
know
but it
what they
does,
said
yeah.
about Jay though? The hottest guy who create burger.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm known for, just
Yeah.
creating burgers.
Yeah, and the burger competition. I like that one. Maybe.
You've never been?
I
Well, no, you
know.
have been, but you've never entered.
Never
We
entered,
tried to
yes.
get in you one year when you was at
Ambish, but then I was so busy with the opening. But if you do it again this year or next year, I would definitely compete. Sorry.
We should, I wanted to ask you about that, but we can come back to it.
Well, we talked about spooning before. There's no coming.
There's no coming back.
Yeah, there's no
That
coming
is
on
just
backs.
Only
That's
keep
done.
going on that one.
So,
So-
Queenie, tell us who you are and where have you come from?
Okay, so I'm a weirdo, 100%
You'll fit
weirdo.
in very well.
Yeah, right. Originally, I was born in the north of Thailand, and I grew up in Bangkok, and spending time here and there. The only daughter in the family of 5 children, a black sheep, and I have done a lot of things in life, and I guess growing up with nannies really make me strong, and so like. I grew up in Bangkok, then I moved back home, and then I somehow end up in Phuket because of my ex-husband. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get right back to the very, very start. So
Yeah.
you said you were born in Northern Thailand.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
It's the province called Nan.
Okay.
It's very close to Laos, so probably about 4 to 5 hours east of Chiang Mai.
Okay, and how long were you there for?
Well, I moved to Bangkok. Well, let's say me and my siblings, moved to Bangkok with our nannies when I was 5.
Okay, now forgive me for asking this, and you can
Yep.
tell me if I. You say you moved with your nannies.
Yeah.
If parents.
Parents' background quite wealthy. I'm not though. They are. I'm poor as fuck.
Damn it! Well, thank you very much for being here.
Podcast.
Should I go now?
I told you, Russell. Don't you get the rich ones?
I tried.
Jesus
I'm
Christ!
sorry, Tinder might not work very well.
Oh, don't get Tinder's all. Oh, it's a horrible place. Horrible place.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, been there,
Yeah.
done that, and I'm still single. Great. Anyway.
Anyway, so our parents, well, since we were wealthy, and my dad and his sister was actually graduated in Bangkok, so they were, at the time, education system and level standard, is much better in Bangkok. That's why we were sent to Bangkok to study. But every school breaks, we would return home to do, some country thing like hunting and swim in the river and look
What
after
sort of
the
hunting
orchard.
were you doing?
Firing a
Squirrel.
crossbow.
Squirrels?
Birds, yeah, like
Little bears.
Not.
yeah. Maybe I was, too small for it, but yeah.
And was that because? I like the hunting stuff.
Yeah, I
what
thought
what
you
were you using?
Well,
Poisonous frog dipped arrows or anything?
no, not like that.
Crossbow.
So I got
Crossbow.
2 nannies.
Crossbow's good. Hold on. Crossbow's good.
Yeah.
I like crossbow. Crossbow?
No, just a slingshot and a gun.
Oh.
When you say gun,
Like a
Yeah.
rifle, right? Is that how you called it? I think a long one.
AK-47.
I wish.
Or the one that Rambo had when he got off the helicopter.
the
Yes, I
M16.
always have
The
to
M16.
camouflage. Yes, exactly.
Just imagine you being Rambo.
I mean,
Did you ever take the squirrel's head and just rip it off?
No,
have I gone
usually
too
I do
far?
it with my eye socket, eh?
Just
Just do it.
anyway,
you know?
you were hunting for squirrels.
Yeah, well, I got 2 nannies actually. 3 nannies. The family one, and then the one that was they were couple and they're looking after me specifically because I'm special, you know.
Special.
Special.
Yeah, special case.
And the daddy nanny, he loves
The
hunting.
daddy nanny.
Daddy nanny. I don't know, nanny daddy. I don't know how you call them.
That's
right?
what Russell calls me when we're spoon.
Oh, so sweet. And by the way, Russell is a small spoon, guys. Anyway, he loves hunting. So when school break, he would take us and, taught us how to do like traps and stuff like that. And
That's super cool.
It is
and
really
then
cool, yeah.
I'm assuming you then go and eat what you caught.
Yes, of course, yeah. Like
you-
rabbits and stuff.
And you're doing foraging as well, finding the
the mushroom and stuff,
So all
vegetable.
so all this kind of cool new age foraging and growing your own stuff. You were doing that back in the day.
Yeah, 30.
Don't give your
5
age
years
away.
ago,
You're a
yeah.
youngster.
So, well, I was just going to ask, at that point, how old, what sort of age were you talking?
Well, I would say people remember at age 5, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, I think you'd remember when you shot a squirrel and ripped its head off. That sort of thing sticks in there.
maybe 8 when I literally made my first kill. But I went into like the forest with him quite often when I was young. Like mushroom.
Do you know serial killers? A lot of them kill animals. That's
Yeah.
that's a start when you're going to become a serial
but I
killer.
didn't get to skin them though. I only shot them and then eat.
I once showed my daughter Zahara how to skin a deer. Not personally, but we watched a video about skinning deers.
Okay.
Yeah, she started eating tofu after that.
Well, to be fair, I respect those people who can actually, stop eating meat from.
You don't
seeing
have to be
them.
polite to vegans. It's okay. We hate vegans here. Yeah.
I hate
You're all
vegan
good.
food. I don't hate vegan people. Okay, but my dad had the old business was farming as well. So we have pig farm, and I got to kill
All right.
the first pig.
Sorry, I'm going to stop you again. You go and shoot animals, serial killer. You have a pig farm, serial
Abattoir.
killer. Because that's the way to get rid of dead bodies. Give them to pigs.
Yes, that's how my dad taught me. We have the grinders and make sure remove the teeth and throw it somewhere people can't find.
This is brilliant.
I can see that my boyfriend's a bit uncomfortable
Yeah,
with
really uncomfortable.
that. All that
Finding
plan.
out that you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You come
Mental
from
note, don't fuck up.
So family was farmers, pig farmers.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of business of farming, orchard, construction, selling like electronic systems and
Wow.
stuff like that. Yeah, and I ran family business for 3 years while my mom was sick. But before that, I was a hairdresser and makeup artist.
Wow.
I have done so many weird
So,
jobs.
okay, so let's...
The obvious question is what got you in, because you're a chef, correct?
So,
Yeah.
So I guess what got you into chefing? That's what you were going to ask.
I was going to ask. And
Ask that, Russ.
And was there anything to do with, at an early age, hacking out squirrels, making a stew with carrots and thinking, I could do this for a living?
No, actually, no. My dad cooked for me and my mom washed dishes for me. So I never have any passion for cooking. But before I was a chef, I was a tour guide.
Okay.
So, a hairdresser to construction to tour guide.
And where were you a tour guide? Tour guide.
Tour guide, I was based in the north, but I run all over the country. Depends on where I got hired.
Okay.
And then I got knocked up.
Sorry?
I got knocked up. Is that
Knocked
how you
up?
go? Yeah, got pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Is that correct? What?
Yes, it is, yeah.
No, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting you
Well,
to
by
know
the sounds
that.
of it, neither was she.
I was like, is that knock up or knocked out?
I wasn't expecting you to say that word. Oh, really?
yeah, I did. And my ex said like, hey, why don't you just resign and be a mom and so on. And then he said, hey, it's been a month. Do something with your life. I was like, shit, I've been working for over 10 years. Give me a break, So he, hey, why don't you pick up cooking? Because he loved eating healthy food and he doesn't really like the street food.
So hold on.
because
So
of
this
the
is your
ex-husband, a
ex-husband,
father of my child. Yeah.
father of your child.
Yeah.
Said to you, and this wasn't in Phuket. You were.
This was in Phuket, 2012.
So what before that? How did you get to Phuket? What was the reason you came to Phuket?
It was purely for my ex-husband. So when we started to see each other, and when we decided that we would want to spend a certain amount of time together, I can't say forever now. He were living in Sydney, and he liked to relocate, and he was thinking between here, Philippines, and Hawaii. And he think, well, I mean, I'm dating Thai girl. Why am I going to other countries? So we tried it out in Phuket. First week was in Rawai. We didn't like it, and then we came around Bang Tao. We fell in love with the apartment and the area, and we kind of here ever since.
So how did you meet?
He was my client when I was working the pole in Bangla.
Okay. Gotcha. Makes so much sense.
Right? No, but it's truly, he was my client when I was working as a tour guide.
Yeah.
And he was trying to hit on me, and I had to threaten him. I literally said, dude, you're cool, but I don't date clients, you know, and I had the right to send you home because you signed a contract. If you jeopardize the image of the company or something like that, I have every right to do so. And then we became friends, and then one day, you know, hormone, I think, happened, and then that's it, you know.
And it happens.
It happens, you know. A year and a half after we met, then it happens.
Yeah.
So you came to Phuket because of the relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was, for me, in the first time, I was a little bit shocked because we were thinking of like Chiang Mai, because I'm from the north, and I lived in Chiang Mai like on and off for like 10 years, and I loved it there. You know, I know everybody. It's so easy to get around, and I like mountain more than ocean.
Ditto.
Yeah, but since he paid for rent, I mean, what power do I have?
When you put it like that, yeah.
And had you? So when you first got here, you hadn't done or you could cook a little bit, but you weren't. It wasn't a passion. It wasn't something you was really good into.
not passionate about cooking at all. It's cheaper to eat outside, like street food, right? Like, I mean, literally cheaper than you try to cook at home for one or two person, right? I could only do like, you know, simple egg stuff, maybe deep fry something, and hopefully not burn down the house. Steam the rice, still didn't get it right at the time.
I can't cook rice.
No, even with the rice cooker at the time, I could never get it right.
Oh no, rice cooker, I'm not that bad. Rice cooker I can use. But just cooking normal rice in a saucepan, I have never been successful with rice.
I'm professional, I still could not get it right. So, you know.
So don't order rice at your next job.
Okay. Don't.
Yeah.
And make sure I have a steamer first, you know, then you can have a good rice.
Go on, so you was with your ex, and then obviously that sadly did whatever it did.
Yeah. In, what year is it? 2018? Did I divorce 2018?
Ballpark, yeah.
I don't remember.
We should say your current boyfriend is sat next to you, so we both Russell and I have been not questioning your ex too much. We don't
that's fine. He knows. They get along pretty well, so we happy family, yeah.
I'm just trying to think, when did we meet? Was that... We both going
the boat, the boat.
The boat trip. So
the boat trip.
So Queenie and I...
The boat trip. Hang on.
Queenie and I'm just trying to think what year that was, because that was just after I got divorced as well.
I think it was 1 year before I got a divorce.
Wait, Jane.
so you were... Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're divorced?
Yeah, do I not talk about it enough?
You've kept that quiet.
I tried to say it
I thought he said divorce
honestly,
on his forehead.
Single girls, Tinder, come on. Get with the fucking program. I'm bored of it now. It's only been 3 years. So Queenie and I first met. I was driving a boat. I took a boat for a friend down from... Where did we go? From Alport?
Alport, yeah.
Yeah, from Alport all the way down to the south to watch the King's Cup Regatta. Yeah. And I got told, take the boat down there and there'll be 6 hot chicks in bikinis on your boat with you.
So why wasn't I invited?
Because you're not a hot chick in a bikini.
Exactly.
That's a fair comment.
Although you do look good in a bikini.
I can.
Do you have a photo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got lots.
Private. That's on Grindr. I have much more success with Grindr.
Must be there, yes.
So, but the problem was, it's the first time obviously I've got background of driving boats, so I knew how to drive the boat, got my license. So anyway, got on the boat, but it wasn't my boat, and I was very nervous about driving this boat. It's a long one. I've never been down that far by myself. And there's these 6 bikini girls, you were doing yoga at one point up on the top.
I think we did.
I mean, you just walked on, typical Queenie's great, just walked on, clothes off, into the skimpiest bikini ever. And I'm like, hello? What the fuck's going on here? Started doing yoga behind me. Then we started going, and then it got a bit rough, and there was one girl just throwing up right next to me. Some other girls not really enjoying, and the whole episode of it was, and then one of the engines broke.
obviously.
So the whole thing was apart from meeting you, darling, the
thank
whole
you.
thing was a bit of a pain in the
Disaster.
arse. Well, it wasn't disaster. No, it was fun, but it was the most stressful boat trip with 6 hot chicks ever.
I didn't have the same experience. I was fun.
You were loving it, yeah.
I was
I
like
was having a whale of a time.
loving it. You know,
Yeah.
like we were colored arranged as well, right? Like
You're all
orange.
Yeah, no,
orange.
because we were
The
supporting the
theme,
boat.
yeah, because the team that we cheered on, they were black and orange, so that was our theme, right? And I
my
think we
corporate
are
colours.
the only team that have cheerleaders. So you know, the other boat was like, "Damn you!"
So 6 beautiful chicks. But bear in mind, I mean, driving this big catamaran with only one engine, because the other
Yeah.
engine, so my steering is completely screwed, so I've only got one engine trying to drive a catamaran, trying to stay out of the way of the King's Cup regatta boats. Now, if you know anything about sailors...
And
they're
pressure.
And racing sailors,
Yeah.
they're fucking dicks. And they really take their
they're a
lives
bunch
so
of-
seriously.
They're a
And they-
bunch of what I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they can be. And so there's me on this boat trying to stay out of their way while these girls are all cheering and shouting. I'm like, fucking, the whole thing was just so
I
stressful.
seriously didn't know that one of the engine was broken.
Oh,
until today.
completely gone. I was on one engine, and it was just anyway. That's how we met.
Yeah, and I still remember that conversation we had about this fancy gourmet grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, that's right, because this is how we fell in love.
Yes.
In,
I'm sorry, honey. We've been going on for a while now.
no, but we fell in love over a grilled cheese sandwich because we
Yes.
both like the grilled cheese sandwiches from 7-Eleven.
Yes.
Cheap and easy to have. The problem is, as we both agree, they never cook them for long enough.
No.
And they come out damp and soggy, and that's not how it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
then
what I love.
Then I start telling him, like, this is what I do at home. I make bacon bits first. Then I use a brioche bun, loaf. I grill them with butter, and then I add Parmigiano, blue cheese, aged cheddar, and then fresh mozzarella. And then I add like crispy bacon inside, and then Parmigiano on the crust of the bread, and then make it crispy.
You had me at bacon. You had me at bacon.
I had him at bacon.
You
as well.
can you
You had me with
continue
bacon.
to keep me with the brioche. You lost me at the cheese.
Why? What would be a good combination then?
Just
No
all of
cheese.
that without the fucking cheese.
Russell-
You and him can go together.
You're not a cheese. Let me shake this man by the hand.
He eats
It's
pizza.
fucking horrible stuff, isn't it?
He eats pizza too.
So you both don't like cheese, but you
It's
both eat
mozzarella.
pizza.
Mozzarella is not a fucking cheese.
See, mozzarella is not a fucking cheese.
Yeah, but why would you put it on? It doesn't add any.
It's
extra
texture.
flavor.
No.
honey,
God,
texture.
All
Right.
mozzarella does is hold all the other shit on the pizza together. That's all it's there for, and I'm cool
Yeah,
with
but
that.
it's the texture, you know, like.
It's the stringy bit that when it comes, it gives you, it adds value to the experience of eating.
Try making pizza with no bloody cheese.
Oh no.
Well, then it's a flatbread.
Yeah, it's with
basically,
tomato
yeah.
sauce.
And people charge huge monies for a flatbread. It's like, it's not
Yeah.
even a good pizza, it's a shit flatbread. Anyway, so that's how Queenie and I met over a grilled cheese conversation. That's how we became best friends ever.
Grilled cheese all the time.
So, coming back to you.
Where were we?
So, sorry,
Yes.
when did you move down to Phuket then?
Well, 2012, I think around June.
Okay.
July. I don't quite remember. But then I left. We left for Sydney for me to give birth.
Okay.
Toward the end of 2012, and then we returned February 2014, and we never move again.
Okay. So you're only here for a short time before going back to Sydney and coming back.
Yes.
Okay. And then when you came back, after you've had the wee little bub, boy or
Yeah.
a girl?
A boy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So what then?
Well, still continue cooking, and at the time, I already applied for MasterChef Australia. You know,
Oh,
like
wow. Yeah,
for
okay.
fun. You know,
Yeah.
and
Hold on. You've never cooked before, apart from a little bit when you're growing up, and then all of a sudden you're in Sydney, you've just given birth. Do you know what? I'll apply for MasterChef Australia.
no.
You're nuts.
No, actually, I started cooking when I was pregnant, when I moved to Phuket. And a month after, like I said, my ex said, do something with your life, you know? And then I was like,
My ex said that
thanks.
to me. And then told me to get out.
Do something with your life without me in it.
Yeah. Out that door.
Mine's still lucky at the time. It's like, do something with your life with me and the son, you
Yeah.
know? Then he downloaded the French technique, like French cooking, basic French cooking video. And I got hooked. I like how it's quite challenging and stuff. And at the time, I didn't even like eating anything that's not Thai food. So, you know, it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
learn how to cook French. And then I start to open more onto eating and cooking, Then we moved to Australia, and I start pick up baking as well. So, for fun. And my ex was really supportive in this area. He always likes, hey, try this one, and say if I have a problem like making bread, it doesn't come out the way it should, he would do a research for me and order like any equipment or tool that would help me improve my skill.
Cool.
So it was pretty good. And then for some reason, I think the video for MasterChef was really funny or something. I don't know. They chose me, and then
Really?
Yeah, my ex made the video for me. We sent it, and then we got that one.
So you were on MasterChef Australia?
Yes, I was. It was aired in 2015.
Okay. How far did you get?
I
I
think
won it.
I wish I could
Hold
say
the
that.
phone.
Have you not heard of me? I own all the restaurants now in Australia.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know you was on MasterChef Australia. Wow.
Yeah, I was only probably roughly about like top 30. I didn't get into the top 24. Top 24, you got like apron and you move into the house with no internet or whatever, right?
But were you on the TV?
I was on the
So we
TV.
can go back and we can find your...
Yes.
Excellent.
Season 7, episode 1 and 2.
So how did it... So what was your... Because can we? Am I
Yeah.
allowed? I'm looking at Russell
Yeah.
for... Yeah. So how was it when you went in there? So did you have to... Tell us like one series, or not the whole series, but one show. What did you have to do?
How was the
Well,
experience?
but basically, like the experience was really nice. After they kind of accept me, they say, "Hey, fly back to Melbourne." They paid for everything, and I had to do the competition with many people to get into shortlist of top 50 first, right? Came back to Thailand again, and then 2 weeks after they said, "You are on top 50, so gonna have to fly back for the shooting."
Wow.
And so the top 50 is when they start filming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then in the filming, the first 2 episodes was to get the top 24.
Right.
Then move on to the...
And then,
okay.
into
They
like
get
a
the
real
house.
house or whatever. Well, obviously I didn't make it, but
What was the challenges that you had to
Yeah.
go through for those 2... And sorry,
Yeah.
so you say you was on the first 2 episodes?
yes.
Are they filmed...
It
is
took
it
about
one
1 week.
day, or was it kind of they do
No.
one episode...
One episode at a time. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
altogether, it was 3 sessions. So I remember it took about 1 week.
Yeah.
First one was like your signature dish, right?
And what was yours?
It was lamb rack, and I coated it
Ooh,
with
nice.
this like crispy herb cheese, breadcrumb thing. And I can minus the cheese. I can
now-
minus the cheese.
Now
okay.
I understand why you didn't make it. That's
God damn it, right? Maybe they didn't like the
Who were the
cheese.
judges at that time?
Oh damn! I don't remember their name, but
wankers, all of them.
I think 2 of them named Matt. And another one, bald guy, but they were really nice.
bald
Yeah,
guy,
the bald guy.
He's the he's
yeah,
been
yeah,
on it for a
they
long
were
time.
really, really nice. And then, and first dish, 2 of them voted me off, but the tall guy voted me in because he said, yeah, well, I can see her potential. But I think maybe the producer probably thinks she's hilarious. We should get her. I think, that's what
That's
it
generally
was.
how they work.
Well,
though.
as
Yeah.
I say, most of these sort of shows, it's,
Yeah, right.
You've got to have some of the talent, yes, but it's all about
It's
the
all about like how you
personality
bring,
and the character.
And then on the second round, they created 3 markets, and they didn't tell you beforehand. Huh? Like you got into the studio and you're like, oh shit, this is beautiful setup market. So it was Middle East market, Asian market, and Western market. And they said, okay, cook 1 dish, only can choose 1 market. You cannot cross in. Right? I chose Asian.
I was hoping you was going to say that.
Yeah, no, but I was actually stronger at Western. So that was the first time I actually cooked
really?
Asian. Yeah.
Wow.
I want to challenge myself. Why not, right? And
Well, no, there's challenging yourself, and then there's a situation where you need to pull your A game.
Yeah.
Maybe play it safe.
No, but like the thing is, like when I applied for it, I didn't even expect to actually be called into
fair
anything,
enough.
you know.
Yeah.
So I just think like, well,
That's
roll with it.
great.
try everything.
But you have got the personality just jumps out of the screen. I'd
yeah,
imagine.
I said weird shit on the screen and I didn't even realize I said it, I did this curry called khao soi, right? And they said make 1 dish, and my stupid brain, right? Okay, 1 dish. I didn't even think of the side dish to go with it, So I literally just made curry with no noodles or rice. And then
Wow.
the
Yeah.
judges said like it was really good. Although,
However,
you should have some side dish because it would have made the curry, go so well. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even think about it.
yeah. Yeah, but do you know how hard it is to cook rice?
I know, like there's no steamer.
Exactly.
Come on.
You don't have a rice cooker. I ain't doing rice.
And so, then I obviously didn't make it on the second round. So on the third round, I love that one the most because they gave you a recipe and you get to see like these celebrity chef of Australia. His last name was Bennett. He has this fancy restaurant. Yeah. Honestly, he looked like a hippie chef. He's like long hair, curly, and and we had to make dessert. And being me again, forgetting shit and stuff, I finished 5 minutes early, but I skipped one of the method. I forgot to make the sauce.
Right.
And they're supposed to be like serving on a specific plate. I also forgot the plate. So, but I wasn't gutted or anything because, like I said, I didn't expect anything from the beginning anyway. So when we serve it, the judge is like, Queenie, you know that you serve at the wrong plate, right? And I said, well, you're not going to eat the plate, are you?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
I did say that. And I think he didn't expect me to say that, and he was just laughing.
It's Master Chef, sunshine. It's about the food,
yeah,
right?
I know, just eat it.
It's master cutlery.
Yeah.
It's master clay making.
Master crockery.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I know. It's fun. You get to learn the technique, the recipe, and I got very good compliment even though I didn't make it. They said, the first time I ever tempered chocolate and I made the best on all those people that in the same round. And they say, sorry, can't let you in because, you forgot the sauce. Yeah. God damn it. You forgot the plate. And I was like, okay. And the filming was really good. I thought it was going to be like fake and scripted, but it wasn't.
It's free.
It was free, as long as you don't swear.
Yeah.
However, there was one scene that they asked me to act because I was way too happy and free,
You weren't stressed out.
I knew I screwed up with the plate and no sauce, and I'm like, what can you do? It's happened. And they were like, Queenie, how do you feel? How do you feel? Oh well, what can I do now? I'm just gonna wait. Maybe I won't win. Then it's like, are you not sad? No, why would I sad for?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the end of the world, And they were like, can you please just pretend you're sad? Think of something. I'll give you 5 minutes. Think of something. And then, then I came up with this, picking up the plate, look at it, and I'm like, sad, do my hair, very sad, upset at myself,
All of a sudden it becomes a Thai soap drama.
Yeah, exactly.
Really over-the-top acting.
The melancholic music wafting over the top.
Exactly. Yeah. And they put that scene
in
the show, right? And I completely forgot about it. And when we watched it together with my ex, he was like, oh, baby, don't be sad, And I was like, that was acting.
Yeah, so I'm a good actor.
Yes.
If I didn't have to edit this and get this out tomorrow, I'm so wanted to find that bit.
Yeah.
Right now.
I can email it to you. My ex did the edited of the 2 episodes.
Oh, brilliant.
If you've got it and you can say it to me, I'll try to edit that in so people can hear that.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
So up until this point, so you've failed on MasterChef. Let's just get
Or
that
failed. You
I
did
actually
really
quite
well.
successful on
Yeah.
MasterChef.
To be fair, you got further on MasterChef than I did at Fame Academy. But anyway.
Yeah. Russell applied for Fame Academy as a singer a long time ago.
We'll find out which podcast it's on and we'll send her the link for that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
To cut a long story short, Russell didn't make it. Well, he did make it to the auditions, but was slightly hungover and didn't get in.
It's a good story. Anyway, but up until this point, the cooking you've done has just been for fun.
Yes, it was fun. And
Or just for you, it wasn't a job, it wasn't a profession or anything.
Well, at the time, no. You can only be immature. Now I'm professional, of course, but I'm still making it fun, because if you don't have passion at whatever you do, right, it became a job. It's never became your life. And I don't want a job. I want a life.
What was your first chef job in Phuket?
I was working for free for Anantalalayan. I had a friend at the time who was a GM, and I said, you know, I'm not gonna. I don't want paid. I just want to see what it's like becoming a pro. So I offer my service for about 2 months, and the first month I was doing breakfast because I was good at speaking English and, you know, talking to people. And I don't know if you've been to breakfast at Anantalalayan before.
Not recently.
Never.
It's amazing. It's like the setup, the food, and like it's live station and stuff. So I cook bacon and eggs, you know, for a month. And then I said, hey, you know, it's enough for me to do that. I really want to learn how they actually operate the kitchen and stuff like that, like to make money, costing and everything. So then I moved into the Italian restaurant, and but it was kind of not too busy, maybe because they already have so many professional in the kitchen. But I get to see how to do it, and one thing that made me realize is that passion is really important because. No offense to whoever that used to work with me at the time.
You're scumbags.
You scumbags so bad. You waste your parents' money.
Yeah.
You know? No, but truly though, like, a lot of them went to like school because they have nothing else to do. One of them even went to Le Cordon Bleu as well. I'm sorry for this institute. And I think at the time, my skill was still higher than that person. You know, because it's passion.
Drive. Yeah.
Yeah, because of the drive, because of the passion, because how you practice, and because I didn't work for the money. I work for the knowledge. I work for the experience.
That's a really good point. I mean, I know a lot of people that went to universities and went to schools and study certain things that just aren't as good as what I thought they would be. Or they just don't have the passion for it.
I did hotel management. I did catering. So that's my background.
And now you do?
No, I mean, well, even, quite. But even... 6 months into my course, I knew I don't want to work in hotels. I don't want to work in this industry. I sure as shit don't want to work in the kitchens. I mean, I don't mind cooking occasionally at home. I'm down with that. I enjoy watching the Bake Off every now and again, but it's just no interest whatsoever. So, but I totally get your point. The only reason I did that course was I had no idea what I wanted to do at uni.
Yeah.
My sister had just done the course, loved it. So she's like, why don't you do it? I was like, well, yeah, why not? And I think a lot, if not maybe most people that go to uni, that's, you know, with the exception of maybe, I want to be a doctor or a vet or something really hardcore specific. I think a lot of people do that. I'll do marketing. I'll do catering. I'll do whatever. And then get through it. Don't have the drive and the passion for it. Either stay with it because that's their job.
Yeah. Or
they go and meander and do different things like some people do. And end up later in life going, okay, this is what I want to do.
There you go. So after Antara?
After Antara, I took a quick break. And then I went to Trisara.
Ooh.
So again, a friend as a GM. And I said, hey, want a free labor who can speak English?
So a step down is what we...
But actually, Sumi actually hooked me up with that job. Right? I didn't know Anthony at the time. And, so...
El Presidente.
El Presidente.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I call Big Daddy, right?
I bet you do. You're not the only one who calls him that.
He's such a good guy, though.
Nah, he's lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think like, hey, I know a little bit now about hygiene and whatever, and I can speak English. I might be helpful when, having problem with guests, need to explain about food and stuff. And then I end up working with the seafood restaurant and run by the Dutch guy, and it was really good. The guy, oh my gosh, he's until this day still my biggest inspiration. His name is Jimmy. Now he's run Pru, right? The only
he's a Michelin star.
The Michelin, yeah. So I was the opening team for Pru as well.
Oh, I've never met him actually. We should try to get hold of him.
You should. He's like, oh my gosh, this man is my biggest inspiration.
Because their little farmer, their organic garden is right next to the goat farmer I go to.
Oh, why did you go to the goat farm for?
I like goats.
Okay. You have a pet goat or what?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I want to... my dream in life, which we'll get to your dreams in life in a minute, but no, I've always wanted to go for... I love goats. I think goats are the coolest thing in the world. I love goat's cheese. I like goat milk. Not so much. I like goat curry. Friggin' love goat curry.
The goats aren't
that's
too keen
not
on
bad.
it.
Yeah. And goat mow your lawn, right?
Yeah.
Like they eat grass.
They do, and the good thing
To be
about
fair,
goats
they eat
is...
fucking everything.
It's true.
Goats have flat teeth, and I'm doing flat teeth with my fists, so people can understand.
Yeah.
But they don't... Whereas cows and other bovines pull up the grass, goats just trim it down.
Just trimming down, yeah. See, that's
Unfortunately, though, they trim everything.
Yeah.
The wooden fence gets trimmed,
Yeah.
right?
Your wallet get trimmed.
Yeah.
But
with
goats are just cool. And they're good with the kids. I take the kids up there just to go and play with the
Yeah,
goats.
they're very nice. Unless
So the
they-
kids play with the kids.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice one. That's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a
that's a
joke.
good one. That's a
Well,
good
thank you.
one.
I'm here all week.
So, okay.
So yeah, but Trisara, right?
Trisara. So, did Trisara. Did
So I did Trisara when it was a seafood restaurant,
Yep.
and then they closed it down because they want to reconcept to do Peru, right? So I didn't get paid when I do the first 3 months because, like I said, I offer for free. I just want experience and stuff like that. Then Jimmy invited me back to work with the opening team of Peru.
Wow.
And I was so honored, I wasn't turned pro that long, but he believed in my ability and let me look after the hot kitchen and stuff like that. And go out into the dining room and then explain to the clients about the story of our restaurant or like the certain dishes and stuff like that. And then we kind of hit a finance crisis a little bit, me and my ex. So I resigned from Peru and I head straight to yachting because I know it freaking good money. And I need
So
money.
as a private kind of
Private-
freelance chef on
Yes.
for big boats.
Yes, exactly. And I was really lucky. Like the first boat I was on was the boat that I had my eye on ever since I saw the boat. It was a yacht show at Yacht Haven. At the Alport at the time. I walked past the yacht. It was beautiful. And I went straight to the broker. I said, okay, we both know I can't afford to charter the boat or buy the boat. But I'm a chef and I would like to start my boat chef career. May I please see your galley, which is the technical word for kitchen, right?
That's
I
not
was
a euphemism for something else. though. Because when I've asked a lady to see her galley,
like, she wouldn't.
no.
So I'm being a woman is easier, right? The galley was over.
Has its
for me.
moments, yeah.
Yeah. So I went. So she was like, "Wow, all right. Since you're being honest, let me show you." And it was beautiful galley, and I was like, "I want to work on this boat as my first boat." Few months after, the broker called me and said, "Hey, they're looking for a new chef on that boat. Would you like to try?"
Fuck yes.
Yeah, and I went for the interview and I got the job and I kind of lied my way to it. I was so overconfident and I no, fuck off about yachting, right?
So, confidence is everything. If
Yeah,
you walk in there
exactly.
like you can do, because
Yeah.
you know how confident you are, you could
Yeah.
blag everything.
Say yes first. Worry about it afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I always say yes to the job that I know I will be able to reach it, Like, obviously, people are not going to be perfect on the first few times,
Just because we need to wrap up soon. What was it like cooking on the water? Because obviously it's a very different
Surely it helps if the
environment.
water's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
That's
rice,
where
it
you're
does.
going wrong with the rice.
Yeah, that's the problem with rice. Shit, that cold water just doesn't work.
No, it's not work at all.
But how was it? Although you're cooking on what we probably call super yachts,
Yeah. I work on...
which are a little bit less
Well,
rocky than the smaller ones.
This season, I get a chance to work on a smaller one as well. So the smallest one I work on was 25 meters.
Yeah,
Very
that's
small.
not
galley.
that small.
Yeah.
But in
Seven-
the scale,
in the
70
scale.
odd foot yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was really lucky, the family was friendly and everything. So with that kind of yacht, if they have stabilizer, then it's easier for you. It won't go rocky too much. And then the biggest one I work on this year is 75 meters super yacht.
Wow.
But it was anchored the whole time because of COVID. We couldn't go anywhere. So there's
And that was
no
quite
rocket.
recently when we were talking.
Yes,
'cause trying
exactly.
trying to get Queenie on the podcast earlier.
So
A
that's
couple of things popped up.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good.
so at the moment, and that's your general thing, is you work on the yacht still.
I
or-
work on the right now. I'm freelancing, so
Cool.
only if I got a call and
Yeah.
then I go. But if we talk about like when it's in motion, sometimes it could be hard because even if you take medicine, it's still really big, and you have to find the center of the boat to make sure that you don't get it too bad. But then you get used to it. Yeah.
And were you designing the menus on the yachts, or will you basically say that you go and talk to the family or whoever's on the boat saying,
Yeah.
what do you want?
Well, we have two type of chefs, right? So we call crew chef and guest chef, right? So we design everything ourselves. But with the guest chef, we have a reference sheet, and then we see like whatever, allergy, what they reference, and then we create the menu. Day one, lunch like this, dinner like this, breakfast is simple, right?
Sure.
And then you send it back to the clients, and they would make a few change, and then you agreed upon that, and then we have to let them know as well, like either or not they need to order oyster or caviar, something like that that not easily reached.
With the boat, with the yachts, are these private owned yachts and you're working for the owners, or is it a case of chartered boats that people are just going on the boats?
I do both.
Yeah,
I do both. Depends on the yacht, but these days I usually do for crew, like cook for the staff. It's easier, a little less paid, but less stress as well. And I kind of like it because then you can actually play with nutrition, and I like talking to people. So like usually when I work, I talk to people. I see what they like to eat, what they've been missing. Yeah. And this chef before never cooked for them or really rarely. Then I do like, okay, Monday is your turn, Tuesday is your turn, and then I do different meals, and it's fun,
Cool.
Yeah.
We should move on to your last question. And we haven't even touched on why Queenie didn't come last week, but I think we'll just leave that.
Well, I think if we touch,
I made boobs. Don't worry about it.
You can't just say it like that. We were building up to the new boob
Why?
thing.
Why should you build? It's the fact. You see it.
Do you want to bring it up? Or?
Well, we were trying to get Queenie last week, and we had to cancel because Russell and I, sadly, we both weren't in the right mood to do a podcast for obvious reasons. But then Queenie couldn't come last week because you were getting your boobies done.
Yes.
And Russ and I both said, that's great, but we want to make sure we can see and feel them when you come in. And then we've realised that we shouldn't really feel them.
Yeah, you can see them like this.
Well, we
we can see them.
As soon as you walked in, my first was, can I look at your boobs?
Oh, I already am.
Hey, hello, This is Sally. This is Sarah.
Yeah.
But is that something, just to touch on it, is that something you've been wanting for a long time? Is it a confidence thing for you? What's your reason behind it?
I'm guessing it's not a confidence thing.
No, not so much on confidence, to be honest. I've been thinking about it for the past 15 years. And a lot of people, I also got my nose done as well, right? A lot of people say like, well, hey, you look perfect the way you are. And I think I am perfect the way I was, but I can be more perfect. And there's nothing wrong with want to look better.
No, I agree.
Yeah, so I just like, it's perfect timing. It has been 15 years I'm thinking about it. My boyfriend's supporting me on doing it.
Of course he
is. There's a shocker.
He's a lad.
Stop smiling. And also like, damn, because of COVID, make it even perfect. There's a big discount on boobs.
No way.
Is there?
Yes.
Get your discount now. Buy one, get one free, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. Like, if I have done it last year, I look at like 150,000 baht for these pairs. And I paid 99,000 plus 5% discount because I paid the whole amount. So you want to go make boobs?
Let's go make boobs.
The prices have all gone tits up.
Hey. Well, I have to say...
Hang on, I've got another question. Sorry, just to interrupt. Your tattoo.
My tattoo.
Yes.
Tattoos.
Well, I
got
can
3, yes.
Right, I'm just looking at the one which just happens to be covering
next to the boobs, I know.
Yeah,
yes.
So it was like, it just caught my eye. So what is it? Is it like an eagle or a dragon?
This one is a phoenix. This one, my second piece. Yeah. So I usually get...
Sorry, the reason I asked, I was guessing, given that it's quite an extensive piece of art.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Right, so I'm guessing across the back and all of that. So I would therefore guess it's got some meaning to it.
Yes.
Hence the question.
I always have a tattoo when I hit rock bottom.
Right.
So this one was 11 years ago. I broke up with my ex-fiance. And then it wasn't like a bad breakup, but it's finance problem involved that I, save up in the business with him. And it wasn't the business I wanted, but because I loved him so much that I would think, let's grow together or whatever. And then I was out of job, I was out of money, and like, shit, what am I gonna do? So I got a tattoo to remind myself, because for me, Phoenix represent 2 things. First is beauty, which I am, no doubt on that one, and
no arguments here.
No doubt at all.
Even better now.
Yeah. Right. And the other thing is that the Phoenix never die. right?
Correct.
You just burn to ashes and you
Rise
just
again.
rise again. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what come my way, even with my divorce, and I pick myself up. There is no point to just step where you were and being sad or upset about things that you cannot change anymore. You could only look forward to the future and make yourself happy.
Shit, I need to go get a phoenix tattoo.
Yeah, there you go.
You
What
should.
about I've seen you very clantically dressed. Clantically?
Scantily.
Thank you for
Clad.
that. Good English. What about the other one? Because you've got the big tiger, haven't you, on
yep.
the top of the thigh?
So I got that a couple of months after my divorce. It was the tigress, and the tiger cub is represent my love of me and my son.
Oh, cool.
And what was the third one?
The third one is my back. It's actually the first one. The tiger was the third one. The dragon I got when I was 17 is represent bravery, leadership, and fierce. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but also like it's aggressive, like because it's strong, right?
Yeah.
So I add water and flowers to make it
Gay.
more like calm, gay. Yes, I didn't want to say that, but yes, And then, but at the time I was also dating women, so maybe gay is a proper word for it.
Whoa. Hold the. Sorry, you're gonna bend his mind even more than I already have.
It's life, Jay. You try everything once at least.
Oh, no. I fully support your lesbianism.
Yeah.
In
I
fact,
just wish we'd
if you're a
known.
big spoon with Russell, right?
I've been a lesbian all my life. And I'm just so pleased.
I'm sorry,
that
I'm
I
back to
just
straight now.
Oh. Can't stand you straight people. It's lesbians or nothing for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we wrap up, what sort of things? I mean,
Can we just talk about lesbians a little bit more? Just please.
How about we have part 2?
yeah,
We will. Part
Yeah.
2, lesbian
very
confessions.
focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What sort of things are on your bucket list?
Top 3 for me. I think the number 1 right now is the road trip in Iceland on the camper van with my son, because I love my son and we love traveling. Second one would be traveling to Bhutan. It's a very interesting country. I like how they run the country and everything. The third one, this sounds so unrealistic, but maybe it might happen in the future. I want to work for mafia.
Now,
sorry,
there's
you
a
said-
lot
I
of
wanna
things that
work
people
for
have said.
mafia.
You said mafia.
Mafia, yeah, sorry, like a gangster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
I
checking that.
want to work for them, not killing people, and I'm not a killer. Okay.
Your food's not that bad.
This has gone full circle.
Yeah.
Right, so
Yeah.
if there's any mafia listening,
Yeah.
which I'm sure
I
there
can
are.
cook. I want
Well, I think the
And
fact
kill.
you
And
can
kill,
you can
yes.
kill, and you own a pig farm. You're done. You're in. You are so in the mafia.
I love mafia movies, and I think if I'm
It looks like so
now-
much fun.
It's always fun. People shooting inside. I'm in the
Yeah,
galley.
other
I'm in the
people-
kitchen.
Yeah.
No one got killed in the
No,
kitchen.
the chef never gets shot.
No.
It's the
Have you ever
weirdest-
seen the chef got shot? Never in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
No.
actually.
Stephen. What was his name? He was on a chef on that boat on the
Steven
cruise.
Seagal.
Cruise control. Was it cruise control?
No.
What was it called? You know which one I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly. Which
Damn
one
it,
you
I
mean.
can't remember. Anyway,
And he got shot?
Under Siege.
Under siege.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get shot. Actually, he was a special ops guy that went a bit
that
mental.
also cooks.
That then became a cook.
Okay.
Anyway, well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
So
a-
yeah, if any mafia is listening, I can also drive. I'm a pretty good driver. Apart from 2 weeks ago, miscalculated and hit my gate with my new car. God
So
damn
she
it.
can drive, but not very well. But she really can cook.
Yes.
If you want a grilled cheese sandwich,
Yeah.
go
Go
and
to
see
7-Eleven.
Queenie.
I'm also a good dancer, good entertainer. Yeah.
I've seen your moves at Cafe Del Mar.
Yeah. Oh, you should have seen at Catch. One night I was so drunk, man. I was on the counter, and the manager loved it so much. He gave me a bottle of a big, like 3-liter champagne.
Did they put some
Sparkles
fireworks
in
in
it,
it and light it up and?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hate
We
that.
got
I
the
hate
big
that
champagne
stuff.
for free, and they said, "Please come every week. We'll reserve the counter for you."
I guarantee you were probably in some little skimpy denim shorts.
Yes,
Yeah, there you go.
my favorite ones. You know that one. I only have 2.
Right,
the,
on
the
that note,
shirt, yeah.
Queenie, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so much
Thank
for
you very
having
podcast.
me.
You are pretty awesome, actually, and pretty nuts. I did tell you
Thank
that.
That's
you.
been fun. That was a fun
you,
ride.
Thank you. Yeah, anytime if you are bored, And can I quickly introduce my boyfriend a little bit?
Sure.
Because I feel like we cut him out. So my boyfriend, his name is Kilian, and he's my toy boy. I'm a cougar.
So is Emily. So,
Hey.
no.
I'm pretty, I'm sexy. I should have a young boy next to me.
That's exactly how my girlfriend feels.
Sometimes if something happens, you want to be mafia, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you laugh, if I fuck up, you can...
Yeah.
Of course, right? Can always do that.
Bless.
Very intelligent young man and into forex and exchange and stuff like that. So
Cool.
if anyone want to have education or have even a talk, call me first, please, because I want some commission. Okay.
Queenie, thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
boys.
sweetie.
Nice talking
Russell,
to you.
thank you very
Okay.
much.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
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 And that was a podcast. I'm a bit lonely now. We recorded that podcast on Monday, which was yesterday, if you're listening to this on Tuesday when I release it. Sadly, Russell can't be on the outro bit because he had to go off and train 2 big dogs. They were very big, and Russell was very much looking forward to training those doggies. They were lovely. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Queenie's awesome. She's super, super cool, super, super positive. Really like her. And yes, I did stare at her boobies for a little while. But don't worry, her boyfriend was there, which makes it seem a little bit weirder. But no, Queenie's awesome. Love her to death. If you are looking to employ Queenie or you would like her to be your private freelance chef, then you can contact her via me and then I can get commission on that. Just go to jailershark@gmail.com or you could use the show email address, which is jailersharkandfriends@gmail.com. Not that I ever check that. Like us on Facebook, which is Jailershark and Friends, and follow us on Twitter at Phuketpodcast and Instagram, not that I've put any pictures up, at Phuketpodcast. That's it. Russell will be back next week. Don't worry. It's going to be a good one next week once I find a guest. Anyway, thanks for listening. Peace.